If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
But what if it's $2.7 million?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Generally, when you sit down on a toilet, you expect it to be empty of everything except water. But that's unfortunately not always the case. A bathroom is never a good place to be surprised, but some surprises are better than others, as we'll see today.
And some are worse. And so what we've done is we've rounded up the weirdest, wackiest, and most wonderful things ever to be found in a toilet besides turds.
Yeah. We're not gonna,
no turds.
No potty humor at all.
We're not gonna talk about turds
here today.
Or poop or scat at all.
Here we go. Anymore. Last year, a hotel room toilet is clogged at Harrah's Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Been there.
And when I say last year, I guess I should clarify that they're probably clogged all the time. But not
probably one clogged right now. Some guys like,
yeah.
Should I call the front desk about this, or should I just deal with it?
You dinged that.
Yeah, that was a sound effect.
For emphasis of your joke, to try to rescue it.
I'm married.
$2.7 million is what clogged this particular toilet last year. They snaked the pipe, and it was $2.7 million worth of poker chips, okay?
But you can cash those suckers in.
Insert royal flush joke here.
Oh, you could have made the royal flush joke.
No, I didn't have one. I didn't even want to do it. It turns out Christian Lusardi, Fayetteville, North Carolina resident.
What's up, Fayetteville?
He flushed the $2.7 million to hide them because they were counterfeit poker chips.
Christian, naughty Fayetteville boy.
He'd been using these counterfeit poker chips at another casino at the Winter Poker Opens Big Stack No Hold'em tournament.
Big Stack?
Yeah, you've heard of this.
Yeah.
No.
Haven't.
Once they found the flushed counterfeit poker chips, then they started looking through that casino and they found $165,000 chips. That's let's see, let me try again. $800,000 worth of fake chips that he had put into play at this tournament.
Wow.
The rest of which
he
flushed. He was arrested and charged. Here's the sad thing. There were 4,800 people that participated in this tournament, and then they found out that he had this, had this counterfeit stuff happening when they were down to 27 people, and then they canceled the whole thing.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah, and he wasn't a very good poker player, so he puts $800,000 of fake stuff in there, and then chips. How much did he leave with before he was caught? $6,814.
Oh, that's a good day.
He is not
800,000 in, 6,000 out.
It's a good day when the $800,000 is fake, but otherwise you suck at poker.
And he got caught. There's a lot.
Suck at life.
I don't expect these to flush very well. That's probably part of the problem.
One at a time.
How about a squirrel? In Winnipeg, Canada, a woman woke up hearing loud splashing noises from her bathroom. She goes in there, she finds a tiny squirrel is swimming around in the bowl.
The picture looks gross. What's happening?
That doesn't look like a tiny squirrel, by the way, unless that's a really tiny toilet. That looks like a pretty big squirrel. What does the woman do? Does she call animal control? No, she goes and gets a pair of barbecue tongs, like any normal person from Winnipeg, and takes the barbecue tongs, takes the squirrel out, and it's like, you know what? He's been in a toilet, I'm gonna bathe him. So she keeps him in the tongs, bathes him in the bathtub, then releases him on the back porch. And then she starts a Twitter account, or maybe the squirrel did, because it was Toilet Squirrel, at Toilet Squirrel. In the description, he is a lover of plumbing, swimming, and exploration. This Twitter account is still up, but she has not posted since 2013. So apparently the squirrel is doing other things, like getting into other toilets.
It's so interesting to me that was her application. Like at every point she has to make a decision, it's a little bit unexpected.
Tongs.
Barbecue tongs. Twitter. Like what am I gonna...
Tongs and Twitter.
Okay, I got another one. All right, listen, before I really dive into this one, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that the puppy survives.
Oh, it's a puppy.
The puppy is still fluffy, adorable, and totally alive, okay? So just...
That's
rest your weary little mind, and now let me get into it. 6 years ago in Middlesex, England, a 4-year-old Nicky Blair took his 1-week-old puppy, Cocker Spaniel, for a walk in the little garden area.
Yeah. Probably tripping over the grass.
Brought him back.
So cute.
So cute.
So cute.
But
can't even get over the plants.
But getting a little bit dirty, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the puppy's getting a little bit dirty, brings him back in. His twin brother, Daniel, decides that
a jerk.
The dirty puppy needs a bath.
Daniel's always causing trouble.
In the toilet.
He needs to go to a casino with Christian.
Now, it's one thing to give a puppy a bath in the toilet, but why you gotta flush the toilet?
To agitate it.
Daniel, yeah, like it's a washing machine.
Yeah. Well, I really need to move him
So
around.
he flushes the puppy down the toilet, and the mom hears about this. This mom, incidentally, has 6 other kids.
This is not the last bad decision that Daniel will make in his life.
I mean, when you have that many kids, something like this is happening every single day. Yeah. She calls Dino Rod, which is
of course she does.
Which is a British superhero.
Dino Rod is here. Where's the puppy?
It's just a plumber, really. It's a plumbing company. The specialist shows up and puts the camera down in there, locates the living puppy 65 feet, 20 meters from the house. There's even a diagram here to help you appreciate the distance here. So afterward,
Dino Rod's got a long arm.
They rescue the puppy, and then they name the puppy Dino after the plumbing company. No, they did not name it Daniel.
They put Daniel up for adoption.
Yeah,
we only need one of them. We've got 2 already.
Yeah, we're not naming this puppy after the evil twin who thinks that a bathtub is a toilet.
Okay.
Give me another one. So that one had a happy ending.
7 years ago in Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Lebanon.
There's a Lebanon, North Carolina too. Lebanon. Police received a 911 call from a frantic man, Shannon Hunter. He says that he has fallen into a toilet, the toilet part of a Port-a-Potty.
Oh, he's in a Porta-John!
And he is
on the phone.
He's stuck. And he's naked.
What? So where was he keeping his phone?
Let that sink in. I don't know. That's a great question.
I don't want to know the
mouth,
answer.
Apparently. Anyway, he calls 911. They show up.
Is he totally in there or just like
he is wedged up to his waist?
So he's like this in there.
Yeah. So you go into a Porta-John, you're like, whoa! There's a man, like a top half of a man. It's like a haunted house exhibit.
I mean, he's nightmare.
Naked.
My nightmare has always been dropping my cell phone in a Porta-John.
Have you ever looked into the bottom of that? Can you imagine what your feet are in there sloshing around? And other things are in there because you're naked. So anyway, why
was he naked?
They show up and they ask him why he's naked, and he just shrugs his shoulders.
His bare shoulders.
Man, if I told you, you wouldn't believe it.
I bet that's what he said. That's what's so funny.
I'm glad you thought that was funny.
I don't know why.
He was wedged so tightly in this
thing
that they had to physically cut him out of the Port-a-Potty with a saw. And thankfully, this is why local news exists. The local news does a segment.
Oh, yes.
It seems that this gentleman had got naked and went into the porta-potty and somehow or another immersed himself into the holding tank.
I've been on the job one form, fashion, or another for 21 years, and I got to tell you, this is the first porta-potty rescue I've ever had.
This is probably in the top 5.
Rescue crews actually had to cut apart the potty to pull him out safely.
I guess you would have to say the whole thing's called vandalism of Port-a-Potty.
Of the what? Vandalism of
I've
the what?
I've listened to it 700 times.
I guess you would have to say the whole thing's called vandalism of Port-a-Potty.
Vandalism of Spinapod is what I can't. Does anyone know what he's saying?
Spotify? No, it's not.
Vandalism of Spotify.
This is not a viral app for Spotify. He doesn't.
Spinapod.
Play it one more time.
The whole thing's called vandalism of Port-a-Potty.
He certainly thinks it's funny though. He's like,
he thought it was just as funny as what you said. What you probably said earlier.
I guess you just had to call the whole thing vandalism of Spinapod.
Oh my gosh.
It makes no sense. If you know what this guy is saying, please
let us know
tell us
in the comments, or tell him to call us if you know him personally.
And if you're currently trapped in a porta-potty naked, just figure a way out, okay? You can use something to, you just get out of there. Don't call anybody.
Just get out of there and don't tell anybody it ever happened. Thanks for liking and commenting on this video.
You know what time it is.
My name's Leo.
My name's Lewis.
We're from Nottingham, England, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
You've got 2 more days to get a 5th anniversary mythical shoe. Today and tomorrow, people. This is how it works. You go and order your size. We make it in your size, and then we don't ever make any other mythical shoes
limited
ever.
edition.
Today and tomorrow.
Click
Find a way.
through tomorrow. I got a couple of more amazing caught in a toilet stories.
Interpretive dance. I think it's my turn to dance.
So Billy started that day like any other day, until he spotted the Porta-John and had an urge to go inside and see what it was all about. Of course, he was already naked, because he's living life to the fullest. If he told you, you wouldn't even understand. I don't know if he got on his phone first or if he got on the throne first, but he was in both places, and then as he was situating, there was a little slippage.
I'm already there. I'm in there.
He's already there. And boy, is he having a party in there. And he's dialing the number, and then I guess you would just call it vandalism of the Port-a-Potty. It was an efficiency thing. You know how sometimes I want to get out of the house that much quicker? 2 things at once. I was pinging and applying deodorant at the same time. Must I spell this out?